What I have learned through going to therapy, and it's a discovery process. What I knew back then was that I would become the emotion. When I got angry as a child, it took over. It's funny in my book, I opened it up talking about the Incredible Hulk. One of the reasons I talked about the Incredible Hulk is because, you had this mild-mannered physicist, Dr. Bruce Banner, and he would transform to this Hulk when triggered that would just take over. And I think we can all identify with that at some level. And when I was angry as a kid, it's like I became that Hulk in a way where I just couldn't get out of it. I became the anger and I didn't know why. And at the time, it just like went to 0 to 100 in like less than a second. And I would stay there for long periods of time. What I'm learning now, though, is so interesting that when it comes to men in particular, anger can be depression in disguise. For me, I was experiencing a sadness, and part of it was my relationship with my mom. And I don't know if it was the dynamic between us. I don't know if it was that she was emotionally unavailable to me or didn't have certain social skills, but I didn't get certain emotional needs met. So when I was in school and around female teachers who represented mom, I got triggered.
Anger and depression are very connected. And I think it's a big reason why, men are underdiagnosed. Once you start to make that connection, then you realize like, oh, I'm not a bad person. I have these things that are deep inside me. I know we often call it like hurt people. When you can get to an understanding of that hurt, you can get in front of the anger.
And my therapist, she had to really get in my face about this one. What do I need to do to fix this? Just, tell me already. And she looked at me and said, Mike, you need to feel your feelings. So I decided to take her up on this. I was feeling angry one day and I felt it take over like the Hulk. And I tried to just sit there with it and just feel it. Sally, it was one of the scariest moments of my life. It was like, oh, no. Let's do something else right now. So the secret that I learned is that anger, grief, and fear are three of the emotions that nobody likes to talk about. I've learned that they're actually just difficult. They're not necessarily bad because when we think of anger, we think of hostility and violence. They're different things. Anger is an emotion. Hostility and violence is not good. But when you learn to sit with your anger, to feel it fully, to express it in healthy ways, anger becomes passion, decisiveness, and successful leadership. You need to call on anger to work for you in a situation. You need to bring on fear to help you. You don't run away from it. And that's, in my mind, what the gift of emotional wellness is.